Welcome, newcomers. Another summer, another financial spectacle. Liverpool just dropped £116 million from Mr. Florian Wirtz. We're going to call him Mr. Florian. And if you're like me, you're probably sitting at home, phone in your hand, thinking, there's no way these numbers are real. In 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo went for about £80 million from Manchester United to Real Madrid. And I thought, no way anyone's beating that. Things definitely have to go down from here, right? But ladies, gentlemen, and others, here we are. These transfer windows are becoming the football fans' version of pretending to understand modern art. Everyone's nodding, but no one knows what's really going on. And who are these accountants? How do they turn these player deals into exhibits? I'm talking canvas of contracts. I'm talking brushstrokes of bonus clauses. We'll break those down right in this video. We'll talk about it. You see, Mr. Florian to Liverpool is not just a player purchase. It's an ecosystem, a food chain where everyone gets fed except you. There's a big headline, then there's the bonuses, the incentives, the agent's handshake, the club's handshake, maybe even your handshake if you buy the new shirt. Then there's add-ons and hidden fees. By hidden, I mean more hidden than the details on DoorDash delivery charges. Yes, more mysterious than those random Uber Eats fees. Don't worry, Uber, I'm only half joking. I know you charge us randomly for FFP reasons. And if you don't know what FFP is, well, that's a topic for another video. Here's the punchline. By the time the record transfer hits the news, Liverpool already has a blueprint on how to make 3 times that money back. How? Oh, stick around. We'll talk about hidden costs, bonuses, who gets paid, and how Liverpool gets their money back threefold. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Mr. Florian, the man of the hour. First of all, he's 22, which is really young in football years, and being able to accomplish what he's accomplished at that age makes him extremely valuable. At 22, he was already somewhat of a Bundesliga legend. In the 2023-2024 season, he played about 32 matches, he scored 11 goals, delivered 11 assists. That's about 22 contributions in 32 appearances at the age of 22. Crazy stuff. He wasn't just part of the show, he was the show at Leverkusen. He wasn't just in the play, he basically helped write the script. Let's look at his resume. Bundesliga Player of the Season. Not just a freebie, he actually beat out heavyweights like Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala. Even some of his teammates are putting serious numbers. The youngest player to ever reach 100 Bundesliga appearances. He's one for the future. In 2024 April, he dropped a ridiculous hat-trick against Bremen to seal Leverkusen's first ever league title. Talk about pride and legacy. In December against Freiburg, he had 3 assists, no mercy, and he looked like he wanted to get more. 6 Bundesliga Player of the Month award across multiple seasons. He's Leverkusen's record holder for the Player of the Month in the league. Passing, dribbling, playmaking, top 5 in every stat that actually matters. He's up there. And at 22, his highlight reel, it's like most midfielders' dream. But his is actually a reality. I'm sure by now you probably understand why Liverpool paid all that money. It's pretty simple. He wins, he breaks records, and he gives other teams' managers more reasons to get drunk over the weekend and forget their sorrows, But the real test, can he do it in the Premier League? That's a whole different beast. And I will be here to let you know. So they paid about £100 million up front for Mr. Florian. Plus, there's about £16 million in possible add-ons. The final price could push up to £150 million if Wirtz nails his performance clauses like appearances, goals, and trophies. And he's in the right place to do that. These add-ons, they come on top of the base fee. Yes. Talking about the bonuses, their appearance milestones, scoring records, maybe even a Champions League medal. There are clauses in there for Premier League starts, helping Liverpool win domestic trophies as well. But all the details are kind of kept on a hush-hush, they're kept down low. The payout is very real though. It's very real. And we could go to agency fees. Guess Mr. Florian's agent. His dad. Yes, his dad is his agent, Kai Wirtz. Talking about keeping the money in the family. An agent's standard cut is roughly 10%. 10%, that could be £10 million plus across the deal. The Premier League takes his user chunk, roughly 4% across every major transfer. Then I heard about this solidarity payment to Cologne. Terrible with names. That's Florian's youth club. The Athletic estimates that they'll net roughly around £1.8 million for raising the star. Bayern Leverkusen, well, they made history. This sale smashed the previous record from selling Kai Havertz to Chelsea, which was roughly £72 million guaranteed. There were some add-ons, but we can stick to the guaranteed amount. Everyone got a plate at the table. Leverkusen pocketed roughly £98 million in profit. Florian's youth club, they got a cut of the cake. Kai Wirtz, his dad, got a little family bonus as an agent. The Premier League, they got their 4%. And Mr. Florian himself, well, reports say he worked away with about £200,000 per week. And according to The Athletic, it's a 5-year contract worth about £52 million. Actually worth over that amount. And the only ones not getting paid are us. We are not getting paid for this. Was this a heist, or do Liverpool actually plan on getting their money back for Mr. Florian? Well, yes, they weren't just giving out the money. They do have a plan to make it back, and probably 3 times as much. So let's break it down. Let's start with shirt sales. When Mo Salah joined Liverpool, first year shirt sales, actually Liverpool was able to make roughly £70 million in kit revenue from all shirt sales. But 2025 isn't just a rerun. With the Adidas launch, Liverpool's kit sales for this season, it's jumped an insane 700% in the first week, by far the highest in the club history. The kits are really nice. Like, if this video does well, I might get myself one of those shirts, you know? Words number 7, the best-selling t-shirts, beating every other Liverpool player. So the number 7 shirt is doing pretty well, and it might be the best seller, unless they sign Isak.
Well, Alex, it's done. You're a Liverpool player.
If you know, you know. If you don't, I can continue. Even with a 50% increase over a normal year would mean 100 million plus in shirt-related sales. And who says one man can't pay off a transfer fee? The next avenue is the commercial bump. So Liverpool does pretty well as is. Their commercial revenue was roughly £308 million last year. With Florian, Adidas, and every global sponsor wanting a piece of the hype. Yes, every global sponsor wants a piece of this hype. Experts project at least a £50 million plus jump in their commercial revenue. No one buys a giant poster of the director of football. It's the superstars that move the product, regardless of who owns the field or who owns the club. So yeah, another aspect is broadcasting. Florian starring in the Premier League and the Champions League knockout matches means more cash, especially Champions League. For every round they advance after the group, Liverpool banks roughly another 10 to 20 million pounds. And the way UEFA's new setup is, more group games, more TV payments, the deeper you go, the richer it gets. Liverpool with Florian, that's a broadcaster's dream. Then there's the match day and everywhere else. Star power means higher ticket demand, packed stadiums, more kids at Anfield. Last year, Liverpool grew match day revenue by roughly £20 million. By just beefing up the stadium, when you add Florian, you can tack on a few more and probably hike the price up for seeing the great number 7 live. Hiking up the price of the ticket, that is. And there's a digital aspect of it as well. A good highlight, 10, 20, 30 million views. You turn those clicks into sponsored posts, new memberships, premium content, subscriptions, like the one I should have but don't. That's revenue right there. And here's the real punchline actually. Liverpool runs the numbers, adds new faces to the ads, and just sit back and watch the fans do the rest. If Florian helps bring trophies, it's not just good for the ego, it's also good for the accountants. So the next time you see that mega fee and roll your eyes like I do, remember, in modern football, some signings actually do pay for themselves. And if there was a time for Liverpool to gamble hard, this is the time. Whoever has a lot more matches and they are in a good position to win the Premier League again. So, now, there are some clubs that actually do not make efficient purchases. I know some. I will not say their names. Let's say they rhyme with Chester United. It does rhyme with that. So, subscribe. I got more financial breakdowns coming soon. And yeah, leave a comment if you found this interesting like I did. See you later, guys.